Hey everybody, Rodamon here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 10 of Oxygen Not Included. A little reminder of the scenario, rules, and goals. Picking up where we left off, I wanted to go over some problems I have with the base. So Ozian pointed out that the ore scrubbers and sinks are sort of in reversed order. You'd want to clean the tiles you're holding and then clean your hands, and not the other way around. So we are going to want to fix this promptly. So what I'm going to do is initially shut down water to the liquid bridge so that we can start remedying this problem. And I'm going to sort of aggressively tackle this problem, where I am going to release the liquids and gases that are stored in those objects rather than to wait properly, because I want it fixed sooner rather than later. Another thing pointed out to me was that the liquid filter doesn't really matter here because water can pass through the sieve at no cost. So I'm just going to break that filter down. So this will outgas some chlorine, but the chlorine here is rather pretty harmless. So that's not much of a problem. So let's start installing the sinks, and I'm going to install the sinks with, I guess, let's do gold amalgam. I've got so much of it. Let's have some golden sinks. I mean, that sounds kind of nice, right? And this will flood, but again, don't care. We're just trying to fix it quick. And then ore scrubbers, we'll put gold amalgam ore scrubbers in. Like that. And then hook the ventilation up, and it will be fixed. So now, let's just do priority 9, get this done and out of the way. I'm also just going to knock out the plumbing in here. I could, well, in this case, I could empty the pipe contents diligently. Let's, I guess, go and do that, rather than to have this. But the thing is, this water is spilling straight into where our liquid pump is, so it doesn't really matter. It all gets pumped right back up into the well and sieve for filtering. But while, okay, there we go. While my sinks are down, it does pose a little bit of a risk getting our duplicants, you know, dragging. Okay, yep, see, I'll have to manually tell him to go back behind the sink. Nope, do it again. Because I don't want his germs going into the base. Or her, I didn't check the gender. Alright. Setting the ore scrubbers up. And then let's go ahead and mop up what liquid there is here, just to get it out of the way. So there we go. We got multiple sinks, and they're in their correct order now. So another thing I want to do is to add some buddy buds to the previously slimed area. Buddy buds are plants that release floral scent, and I guess I should try to explain why I'm doing it. So, in the game, floral scent is a germ. And the reason it's helpful to use buddy buds is there can only be one germ in an air tile at a time. So either your air has floral scent, or it has slime lung, or you know, the other germs that are in the game. And what it can't have is two germs at once. So what you can do is to release some buddy buds in spots that previously have slime lung, and the buddy buds releasing floral scent will kill off the slime lung once it becomes greater than in germ concentration than slime lung. So as you can see here, the buddy bud that I have in this bedroom is about 17,000 germs or something like that. And that is more germs than the 2,000 that I have floating around in my newly reclaimed area. So the net result is that I get, I get to basically kill slime lung with flowers, is sort of the long and short of it. So we'll make that a high priority, delivering the granite for the buddy buds. And we'll get those buddy bud seeds planted. And get the slime lung killed as a result. And this is a good way to, sort of purify and cleanse areas that you want. All right. So we're getting to a point where we are going to be cleaning out this area. And the hopes is to be able to annex this space for future use. I mean, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm going to all the effort. So here, this buddy bud has already beaten the floral scent around it. What's funny is the pot that it's in has slime lung on it. And I just researched basic rocketry. It's going to be a long time, honestly, until I put that rocketry to use. But at least we have it. Alright, let's go ahead and kill off the paku that are in here, in the water. Other things I want to do. I want to raise the roof of our power plant. And I also want to do the same over here to have our hatches less cramped. And additionally, I am going to start to crack the regular hatch eggs. We also have glossy drecklet eggs that are in our farm that are incubating. And I'm going to have to start working on a glossy drecklet ranch. One fed by hydrogen, which I'll start working on soonish too. I really want to just finish this project completely, and then I'll work on the drecklet one. One thing at a time. Alright, so this buddy bud is slowly killing off the slime lung around it, replacing it with floral scent. It's not quite there yet, but it will get there. I'm going to kill this puffed so that it doesn't produce slime up here, giving me sort of work. You know, I don't need that kind of extra work. So we'll get them to go kill it. Bubba puffed, become barbecue. Got some printables here. Huh. Speaking of puffs, we got Puff's eggs. Let's take a look. Digging, researching, suit wearing, and buff. Digging, suit wearing, supplying. I might add Bert to the squad here. So Mr. Bert, furniture, cots. The statue's, I think, in the way. Unfortunately. Eventually, when I have plastic, I'll set up proper bedrooms and all, but... But for now, it's going to have to be these temporary setups. And we have skills. So Bert, I'm going to give you improved carrying for now. And I'm going to have you be our sweeper. Tidying, supplying, storing. You are also going to require a mess table. Give you a gold amalgam one. Very fancy mess table. In fact, I'm going to gold amalgam up all of my mess tables. Because they, it doesn't really matter if I use copper in here, and I kind of need the copper elsewhere. Oh, of course. Right, you build your own mess table, and then you just are done. Alright, and Bert, you get to be away from the noisy sleepers. What about your schedule? Oh, you are a night owl. So it might be worth having Bert on a night owl schedule because he's got more attributes at night. So, so for the scheduling the cycles, the night owl trait allows you to, just be more productive. So nighttime, yeah, let's do a nighttime schedule here. So this new schedule, which no one is on, we'll do some bedtime, 1, 2, 3. And then downtime, 1, 2. And then work throughout the night. Actually, maybe we'll sleep like that. So that he's working at nighttime. And we'll put Bert over here on this night schedule. And you can see the time progressing. So it's just sort of staggered. That should be fine. I don't really care whose table's whose. Just assign them. Alright, taking a look. There's almost no slime lung in the air now. We need another buddy bud up here. To kill off the slime lung that's in this area. But we've gotten to the point where the vast majority of the slime lung has been dealt with. Or at least the stuff in the air. Okay, our sinks are no longer going to work. So let's prioritize this and this, or else people are going to get real sick. Okay, so the liquid bridge is done. And then we'll get rid of the unnecessary plumbing that we don't need. Beautiful. Oh, we don't have any way of getting down there, do we? Alright, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Yeah, we haven't even planted a buddy bed yet. And the germs are almost already gone. I'll dig up this buddy bud and put it up here once we get over there. And then the intention is to tap this hydrogen vent and use the hydrogen for our glossy Draco farm. And also probably some regular Dracos. And maybe even the anti-entropy at some point down in the future when I want to create cold. Here, let's just use this briar. Or this buddy bud, rather. Do it a little quicker. So digging that one up. And planting it over here. And this could just be briar seed for now. Alright, we're going to get this built up. Oh, that went a little higher than I anticipated. But the intent here is to put the oxiferns that I've got to good use converting this carbon dioxide over to oxygen. So that when I do add all this in as part of the base, I've got, you know, an oxygenated environment. Alright, let's do a big sweep here. Gonna be sweeping all this, in fact. Put it all away. And then speaking of putting all this stuff away, we need more space. So I'm going to lay out some new spots for storage bins. Taking a look. There's some contaminated, and I'll just manually decontaminate it. There's some contaminated ladders that I can spray down. But for the most part, the slime lung that's in the air has been killed off. Which is great. That is exactly what we wanted. How's the decor in here? That's fine. It's not amazing in this area, but it's fine. Alright, let's do some water cycling. Nice and purified, and dump. So these storage bins, I'm also going to add clothing to its accepted list of things. And start pasting it. And this will help us sweep, because these bins are right next to the water lock, so we don't have to travel very far to get dumping into them. And some new printables. Joya seeds. Yeah, let's go Joya seeds. Just because I feel bad that this bedroom is not quite as nice, I'll add some additional beautification attempts. Add some more decor. Gonna add some airflow tiles so that gas can't get trapped in there. Alright. Operation tidying up. Also processing some additional copper, because I want a power control station. And that will allow us to tune up the coal generator once, who is it, Copious Free Time? No, One Who's Many? Once One Who's Many levels up a little bit more. So now these additional seeds are very much helping the decor, so they're not missing out on having, you know, some statue or whatever. Skill point earned. Copious Free Time. So Copious Free Time, let's give you improved carrying, help you tidy up a bit. Alright, so there's the other buddy budget we wanted. As you can see, there's barely any slime lung around. I'm going to put one more flower pot here just to kill off this slime lung. Because once it's not in the air anymore, once we've fully removed it from air, we really don't have any worries about infection or anything like that. So if you take a look at the room overlay, this is now formerly a power plant because of this power control station. No one in our colony has the ability to use power control stations yet, but they will. Actually, leave that in. There's still some carbon dioxide there. And this is, let's call it spring cleaning. This is a big cleanup effort to just tidy up the base, because there's a pretty considerable amount of just stuff. slowly accumulated over the course of the last few episodes that I feel like I want to put away. Now, the germs on these ladders will naturally die off because stones and stuff like that without some sort of infection source will naturally die off. But it takes a lot of effort, but I will, in this case, manually spray just to get rid of it quicker. So, as you can see, Dennis Keith here, look at the germ overlay, is moving around, disinfecting it. Disinfection only costs duplicate time. It doesn't cost resources. We're not spraying chlorine or bleach or stone or anything like that. And then, as you can see, instantly the floral scent naturally takes over. It won't bind to ladders, but yeah. You can see that this whole area is almost entirely slime-free. A little bit more cleaning and it will be done. Which is a good feeling. So it takes some time, but we've got the time. Go with a new wave of storage bins. Another thing I'm going to set up, I'll set it up right here, is a massage table. So when your duplicates become particularly stressed, not that I've gotten to the point yet, what you can do is you can set them up on a massage table, and it will reduce their stress for the cost of power. I don't need one yet, but it's nice to build it for when we do need it anyway. So I'll just get that set up. So now, the vast majority of the things that need to be disinfected are already disinfected. Missing decor item, that's fine. I'm going to open this door. And put in some flower pots, because we have plenty of briar seeds. As you can see, this massage clinic is now done. It's not even plugged in, but no one's going to need it, because I don't have any built-up stress. But I could plug it in. Run power all the way over like that, I guess. Alright, let's start pumping again. Trying to remove some of this water out of the way. And things are getting pretty nice and tidy. They're not perfect yet, but it's looking better. Looking much better. Our buddy buds keeping the air quality good. Oh, there's some there's some slime lung on this nutrient bar. Now, one of the ways I could clean this nutrient bar is to allow nutrient bars into our refrigerator and not in our ration boxes. And then when they carry it past the... if you see Sandcurve here, when he carries it past... Oh no, it's still infected. Well, you know what I could do? I could, I guess, hypothetically put a ration box in like a chlorinated environment. But yeah, let's not bring this in. I don't really need to figure that out. You just leave the nutrient bar right there. Oh, I don't even think it has germs on it. Oh, no, it does. Got some slime lung on it still. But I'm not too worried. Alright, so the great sweep up is almost done. We just really need to sweep up this water. And then probably mine out the tiles that still have remnant slime lung on it. Just because it will be a lot easier to mine it up and clean it that way. And we've got duplicate skills. Angelia, let's give you improved carrying. And then something printable. Copper. Or coal. Oof. I'm going to go coal. I can always use other metals instead of copper, but at the moment, my colony is 100% coal-powered, so let's prioritize the coal. Alright, Oxyfern seed. I'm going to put you down here instead, where you can do some good. And the Buddy Bud here is, it's not actually idle due to pressure. It's idle actually due to the fact that it's in chlorine. But since there is no slime lung in the air anyway, it's kind of not an issue. Very much a non-issue. So instead, what I'm going to do is a plant. I'm going to replace it, put it here, so that the floral scent travels over to the airlock, which could provide some protection for us. Oh, you germy little nutrient grain bar. At least the germs are slowly dying. But the food's probably going to decay before the bar is dealt with. Not too much. I'm not going to worry about this stuff in this tunnel cave system. The stuff up here, not of much consequence at the moment. Although I could get that wort, Wheezewort, pretty easily. Because it's oxygenated. Alright, let's tidy up this as well. So our massage room is not that pretty when it's covered in dirt. Not that it needs to be, no one's using it, but, you know, the decor will be going up. let's replace the Buddy Bud here. And this Buddy Bud will ensure that we've got a healthy dose of floral scent by the waterlock. So this waterlock is an airlock and soon to be a, very rudimentary germ lock as well because of the Buddy Bud carrying floral scent over there. And in fact, I'm going to have the flower pot moved even closer to the airlock. So furniture, flower pot, put it there. We could also hang it from the ceiling, doesn't really matter where exactly we put it. And then put our mess tables in. And the water cooler. Granite water cooler. Alright, here we are. Buddy Bud goes in. Skill point earned. Bert. Let's have you carry some more stuff. There we go. Now we'll have not just when the bristle blossoms are in bloom, we'll have the Buddy Bud providing a floral scent protection for this area. Alright, and then we have an extra mess table, I guess. Not a problem. This should be... Oh, this is the mess hall. Let's sweep it up. Try to get it back to a great hall for the morale. And I might hang some plants or something, we'll see. Alright, so furniture. Let's add a few in. A few hanging pots. See if I can't kick that up a bit. Put a bunch of briars up there. Alright, now it's a great hall. Providing more of a morale bonus. So we might be able to trigger positive mood modifiers like Sparkle Streaker, whatever their overjoyed response is. Which would be like Balloon Artist, so on and so forth. They all have their own. But the more you do for them, the more likely you are to get a positive response. Alright, how clean is this water? This water is totally ready to go. Swanky. Let's get it pumped. So now we're just cleaning up the fungal spores and other things that are down here. Let's do a tier 7 sweep. Just trying to get this area as ready as I can for base annexation. Another thing I might want to do is to have a carbon dioxide or chlorine pump removal. I don't know if I'm going to be using this area just that quickly, so I might not need to worry about pumping it ASAP, but that's something to think about. is you might not want non-breathable gases in a base that you use. Just food for thought. Alright, duplicate skills. One who is many. You can be an electrical engineer. Now this is going to temporarily solve a bit of our our issues. We are going to be able to use some refined copper to tune up the coal generator so it provides more power than it currently does, meaning we get fewer brownouts, because I haven't done a upgrade to our power grid in some time now, and that's overdue. One of the reasons I'm waiting to do it is I'd like to be able to utilize a different power source beforehand, and not copper, for that matter. Oh, made a mess. What is going on here? Our liquid pump is sending so much polluted water that the sink's backed up. And we just earned the achievement of 100 cycles. So yeah, they just had a bunch of potting accidents, but the lip that we made here prevented it from becoming a problem. I'm going to do a high priority mop-up so that we can not have sopping wet feet. And then I have, someone just went down to the pump to turn it off so that we could start processing bathroom sewage water. Just right now. So as you can see, are now ready. One way to avoid that would be to have another reservoir, to store polluted water. But I think it's just such an edge case, I'm not going to really worry about it. So here's what a tune-up is. We got one who is many, who is tuning up the coal generator right now. Well, let's mop this up too. And once it's tuned up, for some time, it requires tune-ups, multiple tune-ups, but for some time it will produce more power, going from 6 to 900 watts. And that helps to prevent brownouts. Alright, and this is telling me turn of the century got done. And another print for you. Little Shen Nymph. Shen Nymphs are nice because illuminating your workspace gives you a work benefit, but the problem is I don't have my base set up for Shine Nymphs properly, and as a result what could happen instead is that they shine into the bedrooms and cause our dupes to become mad because they have a bright light shining on their faces while they try to sleep. That would be no good. Alright, so let's get rid of this polluted water sources. We'll keep sweeping up. Where are we putting this polluted water? I keep seeing them grab the bottles, but I don't... Oh, you know what? The switch was on. Okay, that makes sense. Checking in on this nutrient bar is kind of funny. Alright, so there's very, very little traces of the slime lung that used to occupy this space. Soon there will be none. We're disinfecting some of the last tiles that have yet to be disinfected. And as you can see, some of the surfaces I had queued to disinfect, like these, just sort of naturally disinfected over time. As I did mention, the act of spraying it down was a little unnecessary as it was going to clean itself up eventually. But now at this point, all I'm doing is waiting for the remaining stuff to be either pumped out or swept up. But that about wraps it up for me. Next episode, I'm likely to try to work my way to this hydrogen vent to make use of its, resource, and for the hopes of setting up a glossy Draco farm, or ranch, rather, and maybe some additional exploration once all of the polluted water is pumped out and I can continue my ladder down towards the oil biome. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you all next episode. Adios.